Thunder's Mouth Theatre presents The Return to Normal Transition with Episode 7 of Season 10. This is Helen's Hellenic Stopover. Hera, Queen of the Greek gods, has dropped by South London to take her mortal friend Helen to Greece for an instant summer break, where they can share some thoughts about different forms of power, living in old bodies. Two old women from very different backgrounds with more than a little in common, climbing a rather special hill with a temple at the top of it. And one good turn deserves another. Enjoy.
And here we go. Here we are.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, what an extraordinary experience that is. I'll never get used to it, to be honest. And where exactly are we?
We are not far from Athens. It's called Sunion. Very popular with the tourists. We like it for the view of the Aegean Sea. Tell me, Helen, what do you see?
Oh, well, I see a very blue sea under an even bluer sky. Or is it the other way around? It's two different blues. It's gorgeous. And there are these islands just dotted around there. You know, I have a friend who came on holiday to Greece many years ago. She said it looked as if the gods had been playing ducks and drakes and the stones just landed. Huge, giant stones forming islands.
Well, she is not too far from the truth. We did play such games back when we were newly born. And that's one way of putting it. Newly created. We weren't exactly born. Never mind.
Yeah, oh, thank you so much. This is such a treat. And, you know, when I said I'll never get used to it, it's not just the flying part. It's the arriving somewhere completely different in such a short space of time. And there will be no jet lag.
No. Well, and if you like, we can make it that when you return, there will be no time that has passed. Just, you will have the memory.
Oh, well, that's good. I wouldn't like to forget this. But no, I'm happy to sit with the time passing as it does. I think I would find that less confusing, even if it does involve jet lag.
Very well.
Oh, now, which direction is Mount Olympus from here?
Over there.
Oh, right. And Zeus can't hear us.
I heard that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, it's very hard to avoid saying the name. Very annoying. I'm trying to think of a plan for some way to get my own back on him for this nonsense. Let us sit here for a while, and then, if you feel like it, we can climb up to the temple.
Whose temple is it? God damn! No! Oh, I'm sorry? Are you all right? What? Oh, don't mind me. I just dropped my guidebook and the wind caught it, and now it's probably halfway down to the beach already. You had a guidebook? An actual book? That's impressive these days. I know. I thought I was being so darn clever, not relying on the phone, but now I'll just have to. I don't suppose you ladies know whose temple that is up there. I can't remember the name. So stupid of me. Not at all. It happens to me all the time. I was just asking my friend here the same question. She's from
Scotland. Aye, I'm from Scotland. But I do know about these temples. What would you like to know?
Well, like which god or goddess is it for? Maybe who built it, how long ago? That would keep me going. I don't want to bother you. I can look it up.
Oh, it's no bother at all. It was built by Pericles in the 440s BC to replace the original one that the Persian troops tore down. That was probably built around 400 years before that. So they say.
Gosh, you are a fountain of knowledge. And you do accents.
That's plenty for me to get on with. I'm trying to have just enough information to feed to my husband to keep him interested. It's our first trip to Europe. Oh, I wonder, could I ask a favor? Sure. Could I possibly borrow your phone? I'll pay, of course, but if I could just phone my daughter in England. We left in a bit of a hurry, and I left my phone behind, and she'd bound to be wondering where on earth I am. Of course, dear. Here, you don't have to pay me. I'm on a plan. Oh, that's very kind. I won't be long. There you are. I've unlocked it. Thanks. And, do you look up everything before you leave? You seem to know a lot about the place.
Yes, we do like to do that.
Well, that's just marvelous. I've always wanted to come to Greece. I remember reading the stories when I was a little girl, all about Zeus.
I think I am a bit of an expert
You sound
on
like Susie.
ancient Greek history. I have studied it quite well. Oh, yes, they are fabulous stories, are they not? I used to like the ones about Hera and
I had to
Demeter.
leave.
Oh,
hurry.
yes,
And to be
Hera.
honest,
Wasn't
I
she the
just didn't
queen of the
think of it at the
gods,
time.
the wife of
You all
Zeus?
right?
I heard that.
Who said that? Did you hear that?
No, it must have been the wind. It's quite
Oh, your
strong
mother
up
in
here.
the tiz.
Did you
Oh,
notice
well,
that?
yes,
wanna
it
put it
is,
on?
but it sounded just like a man speaking.
That is what they say. I've heard about that before.
Okay, gotta go. Call you
If you
tomorrow.
stand
Love to
below
everyone.
the
Bye.
temple of Poseidon, you can almost hear him calling up from the sea.
Is that so? Here you are. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Well, I better catch up with Herman. Thanks for your help.
Oh, not at all. Is everything all right, Helen?
Oh, yes, just the usual panic when I'm out of their sight. I am grateful, you know. Oh, God, lots of old people are completely ignored by their families. I'm very, very lucky with mine. But, oh, dear, the panic.
Are you tired?
A bit, but I'm okay to keep going.
Then let's climb a little further. You know, since I have settled into this form of an old woman, I like it. I'm more comfortable with this than I was with being a young woman.
Me too. Isn't it odd? I was never comfortable with myself, within myself, when I was a younger woman.
No. I think it's partly because when we are young women, we have imbibed all this stuff of the men who have convinced us that we are lesser beings somehow.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah. Although I've kind of fought against it all my life, and I really don't know where that came from.
Possibly your mother?
Possibly. The fact that my father, he just left without a word. And my mother turned from being a meek and mild housewife into a highly competent, assertive human being. To us as youngsters, a really quite overbearing, almost aggressive woman, very much in control of herself and of us.
You certainly picked up on the means of independence. Who would have learned that from her?
Oh, indeed. Indeed.
But you married. You had Jamie. Such a nice woman. You must be so proud of her.
Oh, I am. But I don't take any credit for it. She's nothing like me. Although in her own way, she has power. A kind that I don't have.
But you are different, are we not? Yes. And the same is the same in my family. I have the cranky power. The grouchy old woman of the tribe power, as it were. Demeter is soft and generous. Artemis, of course, is the strongest of us. Oh, and here is the temple of Poseidon. What do you think?
Amazing. Whoa. Just breathtaking.
I think so.
Appropriate
How do you mean?
for Poseidon. A huge stand of empty columns looking out over the ocean?
Well, it did have a roof at some stage, but actually, I do think it looks better this way. As if a huge wave of the sea, a tsunami perhaps, has swept it away and left the columns so that he can move freely around them, no? Shall we sit for a bit?
Oh, lovely.
And we can have a think about where we would like to go next.
Next? Are we going to be here in Greece for a little while? We only just got here.
I know, but I think I have to deal with the problem of you-know-who first. I simply cannot stand these interruptions, and you cannot avoid his name being spoken around here. I should have thought of that. So, let's go somewhere else while I think of a way to get him to stop.
Oh, okay, by me.
Yes, you would like to go. Oh,
no way. Oh, well, not yet. How about, the Amazon forest? Would that be possible?
of course. Now, let me just get my bearings. Uh-huh. Here we go. Hold on. Trust.
That was Helen's Hellenic Stopover, with Wendy Lap as Hera, Ira Seidenstein as Zeus.
I heard that.
Of course he did. And me, Flloyd Kennedy, as Helen and the American tourist. The music was In the Labyrinth, it's our main theme, and Dance of the Minotaur, composed and performed by John T LaBarbera. You can show your appreciation for John's lovely music and for the work of the actors by making a donation at either buymeacoffee.com/amiallyet or patreon.com/amiallyet. As little as £1 or $1, or you could join the team of regular subscribers if you're listening regularly. It would also be, oh so good, if you would drop a comment or a review either in whatever podcasting app you're listening on or at the website amiallyet.com/reviews. That's what enables me to gain the kind of credibility that helps to grow the audience. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and be sure to wait for the epilogue.
Welcome, Helen. Welcome to my home. Let's see if he's in. Pussy pie.
I heard that.
My darling, are you home? Come on through, Helen. He's probably in the library pretending to be an intellectual.
What an enormous staircase.
Don't worry, there's a lift too.
Who is it?
I'm home, my darling. Come and see who's with me.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Don't be silly, my darling. It is I, your beloved.
Hera?
Where on earth are you?
Hera! Is it really you?
Of course it is really me. Did you think it would be a pretend me? An artificial me? Come on, Helen. He sounds as if he's in the kitchen. Let's hope there's some food in there that's still edible.
My darling girl, come on through. I'm in the kitchen. Are you hungry?
I know I am.
Who is that with you? Ah, Helen. How good to see you. Come on in. Take a seat. Here, my love. Mwah. Mwah. I am so pleased to see you here. Hera. Here. Hera is here. She is here. She is really here. She is here.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so very much.
You're very, very, very welcome.
Great. And now you're going back to painting something. You've got a studio space for your painting.
I do. I don't have an exact date of entry yet, but it's very exciting.
thanks for your tolerance for letting me try something.